It just needed a little bit of context. And sometimes the context is all that's needed, and you don't have to roll up in there hot and heavy on people and, breathe down their neck for the I gotcha moment. It's not about that. We're about building over in these spaces and having conversations and, coming out of them better than when we started. So, with that said, about last night, we were having a conversation last night and we were talking about, it got onto the conversation of support for immigrants. And the supports that they get from the government and the leniencies and the tax benefits, the fact that they get incentivized to do X, Y, and Z while they're here. And it was infuriating to me because the way that we phrase this, I've realized, is the problem. And it's the reason that people are so passive about it, because it's not the government paying for these people to give them their incentives. It's us. We are subsidizing these people. The government doesn't make money. The government is beyond insolvent. It's not the government's money. That's where they mix us up as the American people who are tax-paying Americans on the up and up and doing what we're supposed to do. The government makes no money. The government is a money drain. Like, they're not a net positive institution. Their money is the money they extort and take from us via taxes of all kinds. And that's their money. So it's not their money, it's our money. So when they say they're sending, and this is the maiden voyage for us being over here, but I want to set the tone right for what we're doing over here at High Value Network. We're going to tell this shit like it is. When they say they're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine, which apparently gave up, right? We funded that. That's not the government sending money to Ukraine. That's us sending money to Ukraine. Now, I've been very open about my opinions on Ukraine. Very open. And for me not considering myself patriotic, because I don't consider myself patriotic. And let me get in the middle of the screen for this. Like, I need to be bigger. I need to be bigger than this website right now. For me, the non-patriotic person to be saying this, things are bad. Because while I do consider myself I don't even consider myself very conservative. I feel like I'm right of center at best. But when we're shoveling money over to losers, yeah, I said it, losers, because they gave up and we paid them to a lot of money. When we're sending bully money apparently to other countries, Israel, when we're giving all the incentives in the world to immigrants, and we have homeless people and potholes here, it infuriates me. It makes me super upset. It makes me sad. It makes me angry at the fact that, we don't look beyond. We have no say-so after they take that money, basically. Like, they're not going, hey, we're taking the money and we're doing this with it, and this is the goal. These are the things we're trying to accomplish. This is where we're heading. There's none of that. They just take the money, and then we hear about them just giving billions of dollars to people. But we're also not supposed to have the conversation about reparations. Okay. We're also all supposed to apparently bootstrap ourselves. Okay. We're also all supposed to be bought into the get along narrative and be on our teams politically. And these people are taking our money and they're giving it to everyone else, and they're helping no one here. Now, Trump's whole campaign, I hate to say this, like I said, like this is coming from me. I hate to say this, Trump's whole campaign was America first. And everybody said he was racist. Everybody said he was the bad man, orange man bad. He's going to lock us all up. Things are going to be terrible if we vote for this man in who said America first. But you all will sit here and watch them give your money to everyone else. And I'm breaking down two real basic things. This ain't even the whole detail of what we should be doing for our citizens here in this country. We will watch them give our money. I don't want to hear nobody say what the government's doing with their money anymore. Start saying it's what they're doing with our money, and maybe you'll think about it a little bit different because it's yours. This government is supposed to be yours. So don't say the government's helping these people. These are government programs. Like, no, we're helping people. And to be honest, totally honest, as one of the people who would be self-proclaimed the least patriotic person that's ever been on YouTube. Because I'll be the first person to tell you that don't nobody owe anybody shit. I don't owe a landmass shit. But when it comes to them taking my money forcefully, I would prefer to see those funds go to people that I can physically see at some point smile, that are real to me, because all of these external things, those things aren't real to me. I'm not going to cry for Ukraine. Like, Ukraine don't even like my ass. Let's be honest. We know what type of people Ukraine is housing and who has a political party there. Also, those people are flooding into this country, so we might be seeing some of that here. Those of you who are worried about racism, they imported a bunch of it, most likely. Also, when we're talking about the way that our money is distributed and how it's helping everyone else, the question is, what's going on, Rage Nation? I'm cooking, brother. We're going to have the panel because I definitely always enjoy your insight. Pretty sure Snowman's going to come filtering through as well in a little bit. Rage Nation's in the house. Now, see, this man is a legitimate, Snowman, legitimate patriots. I'm not a patriot, and I'm upset. That's a problem, people. It's a problem when the person who doesn't believe that anyone owes a mass of land shit is upset like about what the mass of land is giving our money away to do. This is a problem, like a big one. And nobody's saying anything because they have us arguing over colors. They have us at each other's necks over, oh, this is racist. Like, sure, there are things where racism exists, but they're giving our money to immigrants here that are doing better than homeless Americans here, soldiers here. We're not even taking care of the people who are giving their lives and limbs to protect us. And you can have any opinion you want about what level of protection that needs to be, because I don't necessarily think protecting my house is going over to my neighbor's house and wrecking his shit to make sure he doesn't come to my house and wreck my shit. I don't agree with that, but these men are doing it. They're going and serving this country, and then they're coming back broken, and then we are allowing them to be homeless, but then we'll bring immigrants here that get to live in houses. Make it make sense, Sway. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It's disgraceful. We're supposed to be proud of this country, and this is how it's functioning, and y'all are going to argue with me and tell me that we're supposed to be proud about this when we would rather let the government give our money. I'm going to say it every time I speak on this tonight. It's our money. And we're going to let them give it to everyone else except our people. We can't even fill our potholes. But this is the system we're running, and we're supposed to be proud of it. And apparently it's working well with this senile kook that we have that's in office right now. I respect the position, but the man that we got in there is a walking freaking zombie. And his VP is basically non-existent. And to that, all I got to say is this.
You raggedy bitch.
Every time I see my check, every single time, and they take them taxes out, that's what I'm thinking. Because they some raggedy bitches. And they're giving our money to other people. And we're not fixing the stuff here. I don't understand why that concept comes across as racist to people. But maybe at this juncture where we've given everyone, including those losers over in Ukraine, our money, a lot of it, to give up. We're not even funding winners anymore. They didn't even win. They didn't win. They did not win. We gave money to some losers. This is the second worst trade deal in history next to the Merchant of Death for whatever. I don't even remember that chick's name anymore. She's so not important. Second worst trade deal in history was giving our money to a losing team. Like we didn't even get a result for that money.